What you doing on my fly screen, little fella? Eh? Ah. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Friday again. Funny how that happens at the end of every week. So what have we got this week? Well, I thought I'd take a trip out towards Scala. May have a look around there if I get time, and the beach just on the way there. Down there is the beautiful Telios. As you can see, we're on the main road. There's a car going to be coming, so I'll just step out of the way. Yeah, if you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. It really makes a big difference. And if you're new to the channel, hit like, share and subscribe. Sit back, enjoy the ride. I promise I'll try not to disappoint you, and every share and subscribe helps me enormously with this channel. I think this might have been a mistake. There's lots of traffic out here. Breakdown truck there. It's a bit like Top Gear, that's been following me around. Yeah. You're okay, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, yeah, she's okay. Yeah. Okay, before we get on the road to the next beach, people have been asking about the Black Pearl. She's fine, as you can see, resplendent with a new radiator, loving life. Needs a bit of a clean. We've both been working pretty hard on the channel of late, so I've got enough footage now to have a few days off, so I'm going to give the Black Pearl a good clean, maybe a service. We did, astonishingly enough, somebody asked me this the other day, I'd had the bike 12 months at the point the radiator came, and we'd done 5,000 miles, not kilometres, 5,000 miles in that 12 months. Now bear in mind, I went back to the UK to work. There was 4 months where she was off the road in storage, and then when I got her back, the radiator went. So that was another month. So that's 5 months that I didn't ride her. So I did all that mileage in that few months. Amazing. Anyway, thanks for asking. Yeah, she's doing really well. Needs a good clean, as I said. And we're just on our way now to Scala from Telios. There you go, that's where we're off to. And for those of you who watch me on a regular basis, you're probably laughing now. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I found that the people who are teaching me my Greek, once I've said something incorrectly, I find it very difficult to pronounce it properly. So you'll have to work that one out. A bit gravelly then. Here we are at the beach. Let's go and have a look and I'll show you what this beach is like. This is one of the sandy beaches on Kefalonia. And as you can see, it's massive, so if you don't like sunbeds, as indeed I don't see why you come to a beautiful Greek island and then put a load of sunbeds out and you can't see the beach. But that's just my opinion. I know a lot of you like them. But yeah, I'd rather bring a towel and do things that way. But as you can see, this beach stretches on for miles all the way around there. And for your bearings, that's Catelius that we've just left over there. There's a taverna in the up there. I would imagine they're running these sunbeds. So yeah, there you go. Now I know a lot of you already know this, but we have turtles that nest on this island. Sometimes see where the locals or the people in charities that come out and look after them have cordoned off a little section of beach. So they always advise you to make sure that you're not pitched up anywhere near them so as not to disturb them. And then everybody's happy, including the turtles and the baby turtles. There's the taverna, and it looks like the guy over there is letting the sunbeds out for €15. I'll go and ask him, because I know there's a bit of bone of contention about the sunbeds. Right, so here we go. I've just come up to see these two young lads here that are letting out sunbeds. I know a lot of you are concerned about how much they are, and they are quite expensive down in the Augustoli Lassie area. But I just noticed his sign there. So guys, say hello.
Hello.
So how much are your sunbeds and parasols?
We sell one set, 200 one umbrella, €15.
Yeah.
And we service you whatever you want.
Oh, so you can lie in luxury on one of your sunbeds and go like that, and you'll come and get us food.
Yeah.
Wow. See guys, it's not all expensive on Kefalonia, so get yourself down to this beach. I'll put the link in the description below of how to get here. What are your names?
My name is Dimitris.
Dimitris?
My name is Arsenis.
Arselis. Sorry about my Greek. Your English will get much better if you say a lot of me. Anyway, yeah, come and see these guys for your sunbeds. I don't think you'll get much better than that. And of course, then in the evening you can pop over to Catelius. Yeah, or Scala if you want to. Right, well, we'll get back on the bike and get the Scala and have a look around there now. Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
There you go. It's not all expensive here, is it? I mean, listen to that. You can just make out there's some music going on. I'm not a big fan of music on the beach. I like to sit there and be quiet. So yeah, it's very peaceful. It's a bit blowy today, so there's a bit of a surf running, but I've been down there before when it's been flat calm. So nice place to come and swim. €15 all day. I mean, and they'll come and serve you. The guys in Augustoli and Lassie, maybe you need to have a look at that. I don't know. I'm not going to get involved in the politics. That's not why I'm here. But yeah, I'd come down there every time, guys. Nice and quiet. Beautiful beach. Right, let's get back on the bike and go and see what we can find. Only a 5-minute walk up the beach in the direction of Scala. So let's go further down and see what else we can find. So here we go, the Marina Bay Hotel, and probably, I don't know, a couple of minutes by bike up the other end of the beach towards Scala. Bit of a walk on the sand, I would think. Quite a good workout if you like that sort of thing. Very duney here. So got some beds, which they are. But I don't think they're going to be as cheap as the ones further down there, are they? Wow. So there's Catelios. And around that headland there will be Scala. And there's the hotel. Just in case you've seen it on a brochure and wondered what it was like. Which I know some of you tune in for that sort of thing, so there you go. Again, there's a little triangular structure there and another one there, look, for the turtles. Said it before, say it again, what a beautiful day to be alive. Fantastic. Now for your horticulturalists down there, there you go, that's what that is. See if we can get some signage. There we go. For those of you who speak Greek, that's the Greek version for you. Right, so here we are at the top end of the pedestrianised part of Scala. There's the Black Pearl parked in the shade in a side street. Let's have a little wander down and show you around this place. I have done this before, out of season though. I don't think there's very much open. And of course now it's siesta time, so there's not many people about. So, but then I like to do these things when it's quiet. It makes it easier to talk to the camera. Not that I'm shy or anything. Now, I'm aware that Scala is hugely popular. I don't come here very often because, well, I remember it before the road was built between here and Poros. It was a lot quieter then, not quite as commercial. So I suppose because I don't like the commercial side of it, I don't come out. But that doesn't mean to say that I'm not going to film it for you guys. There's the old manor house, Sally's bar. Bit of signage, saved me telling you. Incidentally, my neighbour Makis and his son run a bike hire in Scala. I'll put their address in the link for you, because if you're in Scala, you might find that useful. Loads of very inviting tavernas and bars, gift shops. It's very difficult when you live here not to get involved in it all, I tell you. I could spend a fortune in some of these places. I've actually had a breakfast in that one. It was a few years ago now. Some prices for you. Not that long ago you could ride the bike through here, but I think it's frowned upon now. Although people do that, but well, you know, I'm not going to encourage breaking of the laws much. So here's a little tip: if you got too hot on the beach, park yourself down on this wall in the shade of these trees, because it is much cooler, especially if there's a breeze blowing. So we'll be heading off up that way in a minute towards Poros, but we'll just go down on the beach, show you what that's like. There you go. If you can't find something to do here, you're not really trying. There's boat trips, boat hire, hotels with swimming pools, tavernas, things to spend your money in, and of course sun loungers. Just met a nice young couple on the beach. They waved just a second ago. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and I bet you'll be back. Subscribe, it might help me out there. So yeah, you can go down, I'm not going to do it today, but you can go down that little road where that car's just gone. And there's a taverna, or I think there's two tavernas down there. It's a little bit quieter. I don't know what that taverna's like these days. I went down there a long time ago. I used to have my breakfast there on a ride out. And then it gets very commercial down that end. Anyway, I'm now going to walk back up the steps, have another cardiac arrest. Things I do for this site. Yeah. So yeah, it is much cooler under these trees. One of Rudgy's top tips. And there it is, laid out in front of you. Right, so there's your map. Where have we just been? Let's see. Yeah, we've just come down here. And we're about here somewhere. And the bike's parked up there. And there you go, there's your map for those of you who are wondering. Here we are at the other end of the beach at Scala. As you can see, some boats below, trick boats and boats moored up. There's a supermarket behind me and a massive hotel complex just up here. And as you go up and out of Scala, there are masses and masses of hotel complexes, which is the thing that I'm not keen on, but you probably like that, so each to their own, eh? About 5-10 minutes ride from Scala. On the way to Poros. Poros is just over that hill there. We've not got far, probably a 5-minute ride if that. There's this little beach here. There's always 1 or 2 people down here. I've never ever known it to be very busy. And when we haven't had any strong winds, which we have had the last couple of nights on this side of the island, the sea can be pretty nice to swim in. So yeah, another little update for you. At the risk of being Uncle Albert from Only Fools and Horses, back in the day I remember this when the road finished about here, and that was just a track, and it took forever to get to Scala. In fact, it didn't go round the edge, it got to about where that headland is up there and went up and over and down the other side. So yeah, bit of useless information for you. Let's have a look at the signage board for you, for your delectability today. Here we go. I know a lot of you like to read these. Those of you who don't, just skip past it. There you go, if you want to sit and be quiet, maybe this is the place for you. Although at certain parts of the day when the ferry comes in, it does get quite busy along here. It's a main thoroughfare to Scala and Catelios, of course. Anyway, let's go to the bucket's favourite place, Remetzo, and get something cool to drink. And as if by magic, here we are in Poros. The ferry for the mainland comes in over there, and this is where all the fishing boats and private yachts and stuff are moored up. Remetzo, the place that everybody talks about under the rocks with the sails and ship-like feel to it, is that building just over there. And the main town is just through that little hill there. There's a little road goes through there. The guy who paints the rocks is at the end of that headland. Let's get some of this signage in for you. We are at the other end of the port. Lovely little gift shop in there. Got some quite interesting bits and pieces in there. And interestingly enough, this place here on my left is where I hang out in the winter, because they've got an open fire just round the corner. But that's what we've come to see, Remetzo, so let's go and have a look at that. But yeah, I recommend that place. Like I say, last year I haven't had many a happy hour in there, having a coffee in the warm. And if you go up that road there, that takes you round to the other part of Poros. And if you keep going round to the end of the beach, you'll get to the guy who paints these stones. So there you go, the famous Remetzo. Right, I think we'll head on over to see our friends there with the painted stones on the beach. A bit windy here today. Not fancy bringing a yacht in that, but there you go. Needs must and all that. Fair bit better than being out there. This time of the day it does chop up out there anyway. So there you go. That certainly worked well. I just tried to film riding from Remetzo through Poros to my friend's beach where he paints some stones, and unfortunately the camera switched itself off the minute I set out, so there you go. Having said that, it is very windy because it's that time of day where we get the automatic winds off the mountains. Great for sailing, not so good for filming. Anyway, if you come from the port where I've just come through into Poros and just keep coming all the way along the beach until you cannot go any further, which is here, I'll show you where my friend's place is. Let's go and see if he's about. So you have to clamber down the rocks here. So a lot of you will get this far. There you go, you can see the port quite clearly now. and Poros town itself, and then the beach coming and Tabernas, sunbeds coming all the way along to here. And you get to here and think, well, that's that. Little giveaway there, some stones up there. So just round this corner is this. I apologise about the wind, there's not a lot I can do about that. I don't know where he is. I had heard he wasn't here, so I'm hoping he's okay. I'll have to pop back in a few more days' time and see if he's about. And if not, then I'll start asking around in the town, find out what's happened to him. Because he's usually here every day without fail. Anyway, that sort of wraps up this little bit of the trip. Let's get back on the Black Pearl and and get something to eat. It's that time of day. So being as bike cam let me down, I thought I'd walk you around this fantastic place. That's the bridge I've just come across to get to the beach. If you don't fancy that, you can go through the road there. Let's have a wander around the town, see what that's like. Quiet at the moment. We're coming to the end of the siesta. Another hour or so. And of course people are coming off the beach, I suppose, that are on holiday and having a shower, little nap perhaps, and then they'll all be out into the tavernas, won't you? Goodness me, I nearly brought one of them. Can you imagine doing the stuff I do on one of those? Perfectly capable bike, but a bit small for a man of my stature. Delicatessen there. Supermarket over there. Here we go. Taverna Central. I think we'll go over the other side of the road. Even though I'm in the sun there, you get a better view. I'm actually eating in that one over there. I have to say it was very nice. Traditional family-run business. I've got a bit more cash in my pocket. I'd probably go in there now because I'm starting to feel a bit hungry. But I'll resist the temptation. I've got a chicken salad to go home to. Chicken salad, man of my stature. Oh yeah, there you go. There's Poros for you. I've got a little story about this place here. To my left. When I was married many years ago, in fact it was when we first started coming here, so it's nearly 30 years ago now, the ex-wife Kerry had been swimming over there and I fancied something to eat. We were on the bike, so we came across to get in the shade in there, and they've got some soft furnishings that she fancied sitting on, but she was looking around for a towel or something to put on so she didn't get the seats wet, and the guy came out with a rubber ring and said, "There you are, madam, for your problem." Thought she got piles or something. So there you go, little story about married life in the old Rudge household. Kerry will kill me if she sees that. Never mind, it's all part of life's rich tapestry. And if my mate Andy Thomas is watching, of A&J Thomas Wooden Boat Builders, this is the guy that I usually get your cigarette pouches from. If you haven't given up smoking by the time I come back to do the work over the winter, see if I can get you another one. But it did say they were in short supply now. I suppose smoking's become a bit unpopular. Anyway, I'm going to get back on the bike. I'm getting a bit peckish. I'm going to get something to eat. So that's your Poros trip for you. So there you go. That's this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. And I hope you'll tune in next Friday to watch another one. To the girl that was in the I saw in the bar at Foscado, the German girl who liked my glasses, thanks for the fashion advice. As you can see, I've took it up. I hope you're still watching. So yeah, I thought I'd end today's video on the road out of Poros. Poros is down there, and round this very sharp bend here is the road back out. This is the main road between Argostoli and Poros. Now, they're on about doing a lot of work to this. They're going to spend 50 million euros on it, I think, to make it a lot safer. Because, yeah, all right, we do get a lot of traffic over it. But that's why I've stopped to film it, because isn't it beautiful? Look at that valley down there. And all those terraced bits there for the farmers and whatever. Olive groves, bits of farmland. Beautiful. Thanks for watching, and as I said at the beginning of the video, to those of you who go on my Coffee and PayPal page and support the channel that way, thank you ever so much for doing that. It really is a big help. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet to the YouTube channel, it's free, but it will help me immensely if you do that. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please hit the subscribe button and share it to as many friends as you've got. I want to try and get at least 1,000 people on here now. When I started this, I never thought anybody would watch it, but well, 660 of you now would disagree with that, and I love meeting up with a few of you out here. So I'll be doing a meet the viewers very shortly. I think Tom and Vicky are back on the island soon, so maybe they were the first ones to do a meet the viewers, so maybe we'll sort that out in the next few weeks. Thanks for watching. Catch you next Friday, guys. It's Friday again. Welcome back. Oh, start that again, shall we? Just run over something. Running over in that direction, you've got the airport. Let's just start that again. And all of a sudden, there's got to be traffic, hasn't there? I hope this is going out after the watershed. Yeah, it is so hot, in fact. I'd say it's hotter than Bear Grylls' grill pan. And that's hot. Cut! Bloody traffic. Have you finished? Traffic everywhere. Everywhere, traffic. Right, let's try this again. Take two. Oh, and I've left the lights on the bike. Friday, welcome back, you 800 and... no, 800? Wishful thinking. Right, we're going to traffic or anything. Interrupt us now. Take two. Well, welcome. No. Oh, what the... can I have makeup, please? I'm starting to sweat like a dyslexic in a maths exam. 2, 3, 4. Take 5. Can I hear a car? Can I hear a car? Can I hear a car, anybody? No, there's no car coming. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, I don't know whether we will. Comfortable, here we go. Take 92. Oh, helps if you turn it on. After the watershed, I'd have said something then. Take 92. Oh, I'm going to have to let them go by because they're going to get in my way now.
So what are you doing there, Dad?
Knocking about. Andy!
Knocking about.